I want to thank those who understand that racial disparities exist, and the only way to eliminate those racial disparities is to face them. The issue our incomprehension of how policies and practices established by the white majority are impacting each of us. And the last of the real issues is an attempt to silence the discussion around disparities along racial lines that exist not only in this district, this city, our county, or our state, but across this nation.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store, The Officer Tatum Store. Ladies and gentlemen, 40% off all the items on the clearance rack. The new items are not included in that 40% off. I just want you to know it's just our clearance items. Obviously, we have the brand new premium line that I just established called the Tatum line, Tatum Signature line, the best product on the market that you're going to get. These jackets are off the chain. I wore it to the SHOT Show, and people were going crazy over this jacket. We also have the oversized hats. We call it the noggin hats. I mean, I could wear them in another video to show you. These are incredible. And we got the special limited edition The Officer Tatum show hats that you can get. All of these are available right now, and we got a bunch of items coming soon for pre-order, so make sure you pre-order them now. Y'all already know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime we go live. I make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. This school board member, Jackson County School Board member Keisha Hamilton, should immediately lose her position on the school board, which I'm hoping that she did, and be shunned for what I'm about to read you that she said. Now, there's a video on Libs of TikTok that shows exactly what she says. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what she says, then I'm going to give my commentary. She is getting backlash. Even people are commenting and saying that she's an angry and bitter woman. If you look at what she said on Twitter, and this is all displayed on Libs of TikTok, you will understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. She stated, and this is in Michigan, she stated, these white women are the stupidest and called whiteness evil. She goes on to say whiteness is so evil, it manipulates, then says, I want to apologize for my dishonesty and trauma-inducing practices, and thinks you should applaud it for being honest about its ability to manipulate and be dishonest. That's what she said. Hashtag deceitful, hashtag perfidious. She also claimed that white people are more dangerous than animals. Listen to what she said. The last thing you have to worry about is an animal, though that could be a very real threat. More dangerous are any whites you may see on the trail. Be safe, she said in December. And then when Fox Digital reached out to her, this is what her explanation was, and her explanation of whiteness. Whiteness defined is white radicalized identity, which refers to the way that white people, their customs, culture, and beliefs operate as the standard by which all other groups are compared. Whiteness is a construct, a normalization with a foundation in white supremacy. Recent examples of the normalization of whiteness with the foundation of white supremacy are the murder of George Floyd, the massacre of black residents in Buffalo, New York, and the attempted kidnapping of Michigan Governor Whitmer. The attack on our democracy on January 6, 2021. Oh, my God, man. You would imagine that she's the only person on planet Earth that thinks like this, but she's not. This is a lot of black people think like this. They just don't say it out loud. She's bold enough, brave enough, crazy enough to say this out loud. She literally brought up white supremacy and said that the foundation of white supremacy rooted in white supremacy, or a foundation of whiteness rooted in white supremacy. An example is George Floyd. Now, explain this to me. George Floyd was high on fentanyl and surely to die. However, A dumb cop decided to keep his knee on his neck and completely be an idiot, in my opinion. But how swift was that justice? He was fired and incarcerated the next day and ended up getting indicted. He's in prison right now. Is that not justice? A cop does something he shouldn't do, went straight to jail. Then this foolish woman talks about the black resident at the Buffalo, New York Tops, when the white terrorists went in there and shot up people at Tops. Then she talk about the attempted kidnapping of Governor Whitmer, which last time I checked, Governor Whitmer is white. And last time I checked, the people who were FBI agents that were in on it were white. When I say in on it, meaning that they were informants and playing the role and enticing these people to come up with a kidnapping scheme, in my opinion, based on what I've read, a kidnapping scheme to kidnap Governor Whitmer. Then they say January 6th. 99% of the people out there in January 6th on the protesting side were white. Most of the people in the police department were white. Most of the people on Capitol Hill are white. What are you talking about? How is this white supremacy? These people are just nutty. Now, I want you to reverse the role. And I want you to think about this if somebody said this about black people. And then I'm going to get to my last point about black supremacy and blackness. And let's see if it matches up equally. Just imagine if somebody said, these black women are the stupidest and blackness is evil. Blackness is so evil. And she goes on about a manipulation. But I want to get to this other part. You compare blackness to animals. The last thing that you have to worry about is an animal, and thought that although that you could very well be a threat, more dangerous is any white you may run into on the trail. If she said whiteness or blackness is defined as black radicalized identity, referred to the way that black people, their customs, culture, and beliefs operate as the standard by which all other groups are compared. And then you go on and talk about all the violence that black people commit, and I'll be talking for another 40 minutes. But just imagine if she went through and made that point as a school board member. If she's a regular citizen in society, she's an idiot. She's on a school board. I bet you $1 million that school has white children at that school. And this is the way she feel about white people. And I would argue that, and I say this every time because this is how I feel, the last people that should be talking about whiteness and the rejection of whiteness are black people. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. The last people that should be talking about white people and whiteness is black folks. Because if you do a one-to-one comparison, it doesn't look pretty for black folks. It don't look pretty for us. You say whiteness is so bad, yet white people have graduation rates that embarrasses black people. It's embarrassing, the graduation rates of blacks compared to whites. It's actually mind-blowing to me. You look at the crime rate, you look at murder rate, you look at a few elements there, you say, look at the generational wealth. Look at the circulation of the dollar in the white community versus the black community. If you look at these things, it is not, you're literally throwing stones in a glass house. I would argue that a woman like this needs to just pipe down. You should be focused on things that are greater and more unifying than hating white people as a sitting school board member. Hold the phone. I'll be back after the break.